I'm still in the meeting. I'm very much in the meeting. Don't drink all that. Is that your trigger? That's your
Thirsty.
timer. Your water timer.
Oh, yeah.
The water-based timer. We can go mid to late 90s style.
Oh, the bendy peak.
Peaky. Oh no. My ears in. What's going on?
No, I was trying to think of stuff to talk about this week. And then I normally look at my calendar and then think what I've done. And I can't do that.
The Salzburg, probably the whole of Austria. The whole of Austria opened last week.
Yeah.
This week.
Schnitzel for everyone.
Schnitzels everywhere.
Viva la schnitzel.
More schnitzels than you could shake a stick at. A schnitzel with a stick in it. So that's pretty cool. So I went out in Salzburg for the first time in 8 months.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
Just went to one bar. So I took advantage of that.
Literally went mental.
Yeah, literally went absolutely insane. I went quite mental compared to what I normally do. So I had one large Hoegaarden. Other beers are available.
I do like Hoegaarden.
And then it's like you have to eat it with a knife. Drink it with a knife and fork, don't you? Or eat it with a knife and fork. Super thick, isn't it? But yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Do you have a big like half a lemon in it as well? Do they do that in
Nah, they're pretty basic.
They fucked you on the lemon.
Right.
No lemon for you.
No, for you.
English.
Well, they thought I'd eat the lemon, like my traditional lemon eating duties from moons ago. So yeah, had that, and they had loads of like dark beer stuff. I like a dark beer when I have a drink. It's not dark beer, is it? What's it called?
Like ale.
White beer.
Ale.
It's not
Vice
beer.
beer.
It's not Vice beer.
You mean like wheat
white
beers.
Beer. Vice is white, so I think it's white beer.
Yeah.
But they're strong, aren't they? And then they had all sorts of other ones. And the guy I went with, Tony, who's doing the Skull for us, he had, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like 10.8% or something. This beer,
Respect.
like a wine beer.
Tony Montana.
I had one of those, and then after that, I tried a beer mojito, which is kind of hot. A beer mojito with orange. I was like, okay, that was actually right. It's like just tasted like some sort of fruit thing. It's pretty.
Tastes like a minty orange.
Yeah, they obviously don't really know how to make mojito, and mojito isn't made with beer, so there was no mint in it. There was no mint in it or sugar in it, or it was just like orangey beer.
Yeah,
that's okay. So I didn't wake up destroyed on Saturday. I thought I was going to wake up and be like, oh no, but it was okay.
I was watching an episode of Parks and Recreation, which is like an office type sitcom on Netflix, and they were hungover at work the next day, and I just the thought of being hungover made me feel ill because it's so bad, so bad.
I can't remember the last time I was actually like properly hungover. Yeah, I honestly can't remember. So that's pretty good. I can remember being properly hungover, like disgusting.
3 years ago, Christmas party, and I had to keep my head perfectly level, otherwise I'd be sick. Oh. And I tried to get Harrison's socks out of his sock drawer, and the sock drawer was at the bottom of the wardrobe, so I had to like go down like perfectly in a perfect squat, not move my eyes, and then stand up and like give him his sock. I couldn't even look. I could, because he's shorter than me, obviously, but I couldn't tilt my eyes down to look at him, so I had to pass me his sock.
What did you say? And, Daddy, what are you doing?
And then I was being sick in the toilet whilst I was looking after him, and then Claire bowed me out. She came downstairs, she felt sorry for me. I was like, thank you. That's why I married you.
Thank you. Thank you for
one of the
many
reasons.
My only son.
And then ever since then, I was like, nah. That was the like the last time after the 3 or 4 times after you say, right, this is the last time, and then that was the last one. Because I was like, oh, I'm never getting that drunk again.
I think I really did do the last time when I was about probably 25, I think, and it was just disgusting because we were on placement for General Motors, and it was my birthday, and there was another guy on placement for his birthday, guy called Russ, and then one of the girls had a birthday as well, and we just went out, but because it was like uni placement, but I was a mature student, so these like guys were all like between 19 and 20, 21, and I'd kind of done all that. So I was there like 20, must have been 24, I guess. And about the last thing I can properly remember was there was actually the guy who does our engineering stuff was a proper rugby guy. And he was like, okay, so for all the birthday guys and girls, one of each off the top shelf in a pint glass. Yeah. Oh my God. And that was the end of me, man.
Yeah,
and I was like, no, never again. Because there was like wine and Baileys and vodka and I don't know what in there. Absolutely.
They call that something. Grim. I can't remember what they call that.
Yeah, well, a dirty pint is...
I was thinking it was a dirty pint, but then there was another thing of like, what's the thing where like at the end of the night, like you get a pint glass and then just
mind sweeping.
Yeah, mind sweeping. That's the one. Yeah.
How do I know all these things? I don't even drink, man. So that was probably the last time I had a proper drink. I've had a drink since then, but the last time I like properly went out drinking,
smashed it.
No, man, that was it. And because I think as well, got a funny feeling. I then went to London the next day, or we did something, or Brighton or somewhere, and then I came back and I had to train. And you remember the gym in Luton?
Underground dungeon gym.
Underground big dog gym, and then I had to go and train there like the day after, and that was a horrible time, really horrible.
Yeah,
that was just grotty, and I think it was at the time like squats on Sunday, and so we went out Friday, had Saturday to recover, was still destroyed on Sunday, and I had to go because they'd been like, "Where you at?" I went drinking. You know, squat. Yes, let's squat then.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be doing that.
So yeah, only 2 beers. Only 2 beers. So that's good. So that's all under control. Had a tooth pulled out.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Just for fun.
Yeah, wasn't that fun. Wasn't really expecting it. Ate a crunchy bit of bread. That's what you get for eating bread, isn't it? And my tooth went like, I was like, oh.
How crunchy was that bread?
Really crunchy.
Yeah.
And I felt it move. And I was like, well, that doesn't feel good. And then it didn't feel good and didn't feel good and didn't feel good. And I was like, okay, I'll try and find a dentist. So one of my friends his wife is what I thought a dentist. So I said, okay, is she taking any patients? He said, well, is it for pain or is it for like wonky teeth? And I was like, well, yeah, it's for pain. So she can only help you with if you've got wonky teeth. She can fix wonky teeth. Like, I don't know what sort of dentist that is. I don't know. So I was like, oh, that would be cool because I know her and like she's pretty cool and I'm confident that she'd do a good job, but she can't fix that. So he gave me the name of another dentist. I went to the dentist, sent him an email and said, oh, can I come and have an appointment? They're like, yeah, no problem. They sent me a couple of options, picked one, went there. Went in, filled in a form. They took some pictures. I sat in the chair and they said, oh, have you got any problems with your teeth? And I said, well, yeah, I think this tooth is broken. So she's like, okay, we'll have a look. So she starts having a look. And Ben, I might have been in there like 10 minutes. I just think this is just so surreal. I was in there about 10 minutes. She said, oh, yeah, no problem. We'll just put a cap on it because it's a bit broken. We'll put a cap on it and that'll be fine. And she looked at it and then she started saying something because it's all in German. I can't really understand what they're saying. And she started looking at it. And then she said, oh, this is sehr schlecht. So this is very bad. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. So she's like, well, we're going to have to take the tooth out. And I'm thinking, I've been sitting here like 10 minutes. I don't know you from anybody. And now you're going to pull my tooth out. So... But I didn't really have any options. I was just thinking, man, this is so crazy. It literally was anybody. It could have been anybody. So I'm sitting there and they must have taken it. She said, oh, because I'd had a root canal in there as well. And she said, oh, when you've had like orthodontic work in a tooth, it makes it really hard to get out. And I was like, oh, great. So she's like, oh, I'm going to give you some injections. So she like give me 2. And then she's like, it's like fucking needle out, man, like this. He's like, bam! Oh, good. But that was good because it all went completely numb. But then it must have taken out like 40 minutes or something to get too far.
I don't even like having like a cleaning.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? It's the same as all that stuff, isn't it? It's the same as like when I was in for my stomach. It's the same as when I went in for my leg or my ankle or my hip. You can't do anything, can you? Well, it's like, okay, am I going to do this or not?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm like sitting in the chair and she's broken half my tooth off. I'm like, well, I have to finish it now. So, yeah. So about 45 minutes later, I literally felt like I was shell shocked, like I'd been in a fight or something. It was so weird, super weird. And she was like, "You're right." I was like, "Well, yeah, kind of. I wasn't really expecting to come in and get my tooth.
Yeah, you know what? Where's my tooth?
Yeah, and I heard it. That was pretty funny because it was like taking ages and ages and ages. She was like getting all these tools and like doing this and doing that and pulling it and turning it around. And eventually, she was like went joink, like the last bit, and like dropped it in the little tray, like like when they drop a bullet in a tray.
Yeah.
Oh God!
So you get to take it home. Did you put it under your pillow?
So now I have to have
get some money.
No, she didn't give
euros.
It to me. Yeah, I didn't even get 20p for it. You know, you could probably get like 3 or 4 quid for that one. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
So now I have to get an implant
in
my mouth. It's in 3 months. Yeah. So that'd be good. So that was pretty random. That was Tuesday. Then everything opened Wednesday. Thursday, I trained every day. Monday to Friday I trained. So that was cool. Didn't get everything done in the morning though, so I flunked that. Just Friday, I did it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But Monday to Thursday, that was cool. Massive fail on going to bed at 10 o'clock. That didn't work at all. So, and that's not going to work. Look, even today, it's now 10:04. So it's just too early, man. I'll try again.
That's what you see, like all these hardcore people that are getting up and taking pictures of their watches at 4 o'clock in the morning and beating the sun and all this kind of stuff, man. And you think, oh yeah, they're hardcore. And they're like, no, they're in bed at like 6.
6, yeah. 6:30 bedtime. Watch Neighbours and then gone to bed.
Yeah, they're done.
What else going on over here? I had a mega garage cleanup today.
Yeah.
So that was
cool. new garage.
The new garage. It's pretty sweet. So that one, now we had all, I put a picture on, didn't I, on the story?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was all stuff on the back wall. So the back wall is where I'm thinking the rack is going to go because it's about 3 meters wide and you need like 2.8, about 2.8 to put a barbell in and load the barbell. So now we've got enough space to get the rack in down the back. I've like consolidated all the tools and everything onto the wall on the left. Then the bikes go in a row, like 3 in a row, like a little showroom down the right-hand side. Found 2 calendars, like Husqvarna and KTM calendar. So we've got the motocross pictures on the back wall, one on the right-hand side. And then managed to free up one stand, which we just had some random stuff on to free up the stand. That's gone on the right-hand side near the door for like where your keys and your wallet and your stuff when
drinks.
You come in.
Pre-workout.
Drinks. Well, I'm going to get, hopefully we'll get a little Red Bull fridge or something like that. I'll pop that on there. That'd be pretty cool. Not to have Red Bull in because it's grim, but to put something in there.
Other energy drinks are available.
Other energy drinks are available. Another little work area probably there for bike stuff. And then, trying to get the rack at the end or see if we can design one of these folding ones. Pop that in because that would be pretty awesome, I think. Because then we could roll the bikes back just a little bit. Fold out the racks and then whack the barbell on and see about getting a rower. Probably a rower, I think. It's probably the best in it for space because then it can stand up.
Yeah, or a ski. Ski's good, but you don't get as much of a workout.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the ski. I think for a lot of the motocross guys do rowing for their conditioning, so that could work. Although, the assault bike now because it takes up too much space, takes up too much room.
Yeah,
row would be cool
as long as you got the height for the row. That's just stand up. I've got mine folded in half in front of me here. I have to move it out of the way.
Depends how much. So your garage isn't high enough, even though you can fit a full height power rack in there. That's not enough room for your rower to stand up.
No. They're quite long.
Interesting.
It's probably only about 5 to 8 centimeters shy of.
Quite a lot, though, to cut a 50 mil channel in your roof.
Yeah, that's the other thing, to have a little dig in the old roof. But
50
I
mil
just take it
deep
apart.
channel.
Just pull the pin and fold it in half. I had to do that today to build the hyper.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, how's the hyper going?
It's up and it's standing next to me in its temporary home.
We tried it.
I jumped on it and I did about 5 swings with no weight on, and I was like, man, this is hard. It's massive. It's absolutely massive.
Lou was right.
You have to climb onto it. It's funny. I thought it'd be a little bit smaller than it is. And when it's assembled, it's like,
okay,
it's like, this thing is big. I'm like, oh no, this thing is big. And then I folded it up and I was like, and it just folds up right. So slim profile on itself. It's
really,
yeah, it's tiny. I
That's
just
cool.
got it stood up next to the wall. It's, not even 30 centimeters deep.
I thought when the first reviews of that came out, there were some complaints about like either how robust it was or the quality or something. Or was there
This
another?
is version 2. They did an original one, which wasn't Rogue affiliated, and that was like a silver and red, and that one got a little bit slammoed.
How was it not Rogue related? Was it a West Side one?
Yeah, I don't know who made it for them.
Okay, just somebody made it, not.
Yeah, but this one is chonky. This one's cool. Yeah, I'll put a couple of pictures up on my story.
Sweet.
And but irritatingly, one of the washers, of which there's only 12, one of the washers was too small. So I had to get a washer from my little collection of washers and put it on, which is silver and not black. So that really took the shine off it. Yeah, the bolt wouldn't go through the washer. It was like half.
You haven't got smaller bolts that you could use?
No, because the bolt goes
as in there's not different bolts in the kit, for example?
No. There's only 2 types. It's really easy to put together. There's only 2 types of bolts. There's like 8 things you have to do. Put the whole thing together.
I want to see it. Can we see it?
Spin you around. It's just
spin me.
Don't knock on the shoulder. There he is.
Okay. I'm like moving closer, like I can see it better. All right.
So yeah, it's just stood.
What's that strap? Is that the bit that goes around your legs?
That's the bit that goes around your legs, yeah. So there he is, just stood up next to it. So I now need to move that barbell. Need to move the barbell on the wall a little bit higher. It's just a touch behind it. But yeah.
The barbell on the wall a little bit higher. Have you got something to mount the barbell on the wall?
Yeah, it's already on the wall, so I just need to just put it up.
Okay. Really good.
Yeah, I'll put a couple of pictures on my stories. I put on my one, on the Garage Built Will one, I put some post. I did a post on it as well. And I recorded the unboxing, and then my phone ran out of storage at a point I don't know when, until I went and checked the phone, and then saw it run out of storage, and then I started recording again. So that will make a good unboxing video, won't it? Well done.
Rebox and unbox. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not putting that back. It's heavy, man. It's 48 kilos.
So you could just lift that up then. And what can you do with it in the end then? What's the full list of things you can do?
You can look at it. You can talk about it.
Number one, yeah, we can do that
together.
You can do an unboxing video.
You can unbox some video with it. You can sit on it. It's for your buttocks.
Can you use it as a table?
Well, I was thinking I could have used it for this, because I've got like my plyo box, and then I've got a box, and then I've got the laptops to get it the right height. But it would be like, it's high. You have to climb onto it. It's crazy.
I wouldn't be able to get onto it.
You wouldn't. Yeah, people say they want like there's a step on one of the legs. So you step onto one of the legs and then get yourself up and then hook your feet in. And people are saying they want to step on both sides. It's like, there's some very short people using this bit of kit.
A step on both sides. How big is it? Was it like a pommel horse? Is it?
Can
you do gymnastics on it?
Yeah, it is like that. Yeah.
I was trying to think of something. I'm thinking, this really sounds familiar. Like, what what thing have I needed to get
Pommel
onto in the
horse.
past that I couldn't really get onto? And that's what it is, isn't it? It's a pommel horse.
Pommel horse with
Gymnastic
big old
days.
handles on it. So yeah, so I'm going to have to look up exactly like how to use it before I just start swanging away on it.
Start swinging the old
Yeah.
legs away on it. Swinging
But
the wheels.
you know, there's people already telling me there's like you can turn it into like a leg extension, and there's what's his garage Jim Oz does like flies with it and stuff, because it's just like a pendulum, so it's like jammer arm style.
Okay, so you can do all sorts of like whatever cable movement that you can do.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
What plane is that? Sagittal plane?
Aeroplanes.
Z plane? Airplane, yeah.
Yeah. Well, pretty. It looks pretty good. That's the extent of how much I've used it. It looks good.
How much you've done so far, yeah.
But I've had it in a box for a week, so.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be tearing into that.
I would have been. I've just been busy with other stuff.
Is a bumblebee.
Stuff to do.
Very good. Well, yeah, because we saw the Unleashed pull and pray. That was pretty sick. Like that. Like Becky said, she smashed 21.3.
Yeah, they're all finished now. So they're just waiting for the scores to come in as they slide down the leaderboard.
Slide down or slide up?
Down. If you're the first to submit, you're only going down. you're not going up.
If everybody comes underneath you.
Yeah, you still wouldn't go up.
Don't go up. Just stay where you are.
Stay still or slide
go
down. But it's a deadline.
Yeah, you can't go up, can you?
Something like Monday.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So people have got a while to...
What was it? What was the 1.3?
What was it? It was something like thrusters and knee raise. I can't remember. There's all different people were talking different things. I wasn't.
Right. You weren't paying attention.
No, I lost interest after a while.
So.
I was like, as soon as the registration deadline was over, I was like, right, I can't enter it. So I'll cheer them on and I'll support. I'll support them. But
sounds good.
But yeah, that's what's been going
registered for jujitsu.
Oh, cool.
That'll be interesting.
Twist your shit off.
Go and practice murdering people.
It's me tapping.
That'll be good. Because that is.
I didn't feel a tap.
Some years since I've been on the mats, and I don't think I ever really paid a lot of attention to jiu-jitsu. I remember you were doing some more jiu-jitsu than me, aren't you?
Yeah, I liked it. What I didn't like was mat burn and waking up with the sheets attached to your feet and your shins and knees and stuff.
Yeah,
where you're weeping wounds and trying to stitch the sheet.
What even is that weeps as well, isn't it? It's just like
that's bad,
liquid, like moist.
Yeah, plasma.
But yeah, I never really did a lot of jiu-jitsu because I used to go to the what was it called? Combat submission wrestling was the style that Neil was trained in underneath Eric Paulson. So we used to do that, which had some jiu-jitsu, but I didn't do a lot of full-on straight Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Although one of the coaches there, Kev Cabell, is really good black belt under Roger Gracie. So
yeah,
should have taken advantage of that, but I'm not very jiu-jitsu, so let's give it a whirl. That'll be cool. On Monday, about 7:00.
That's good.
That'll be good. Yeah, I've got to go and get a negative test beforehand. So
is it gi or no gi or?
Well, the school is a gi school. It's Ground Fighter Salzburg, it's called. And there are some other affiliated schools. There's a few in Austria, and I think they've got other affiliations. But yeah, it's gi. And there, just trying to think, there's a no-gi class. I think there might be a no-gi class as well.
Yeah. I like the gi stuff. There's nothing more humiliating than getting beaten by your own item of clothing.
Getting choked by your own sleeve.
Oh, you've used my own belt to trap my arm, and now you're going to pull my other arm off. Amazing.
Yeah, I haven't ever did I even have a gi? I think I just didn't really like it very much. So let's see. This will be interesting. Get out of my comfort zone a bit. Because you had one. Did you have a gi?
Yeah.
Did we get some gis? Did we get?
Yeah, I had like
take
a nap gi.
Yeah.
I gave it to a friend actually who started training jiu-jitsu and didn't have one. And that was a few years ago. Because I haven't.
I'm trying to think if I had one or not. I think I did so little jiu-jitsu. I quite like no-gi though. I quite like that. That was cool. We had the little rash guards and stuff, didn't
we? Yeah.
So it was good.
I think the good thing about gi was that because you're obviously very close contact with other people, is that if you were fighting somebody who was sweaty, I don't know if fighting is the right word for whatever it is, rolling with someone who was sweaty, then the gi would take up a lot of that flack for you. But no gi, you just literally just people just dripping on you.
Take up the
like balls in your face.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for that north-south balls in my face.
Teabagging.
Just fucking tapping.
Yeah. Let's see how we go.
Yeah. I used to really like it. I used to like it a lot.
Yeah, I remember because I remember we were just coming up to, I think, when we had those fights. And we trained in your garden, didn't we? We had a bit of a roll in your garden. And I remember thinking, oh yeah, actually he's got quite good at jiu-jitsu. All of a sudden, a little sneak, because I didn't really know anything. So just punch my way out.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
You just power your way through anything. That's good.
That's all I had. Can't even do that now. Not even the strong brother anymore.
Well, I'm not after this week. After my week of fails, after my week of learning, my learning week.
Week of fails, man. You said you did the squat PB, bench PB, deadlift PBs. Only, well, we talked about this multiple times, haven't we? Don't try and do everything at once, especially don't try and do it all in the same day. It doesn't work. So now you've learned it for yourself.
It was an experiment with how much pulling energy I had in my body, and it was not enough. It was not enough. So the story goes, I trained at 6:30 in the morning and did cleans, some sort of clean complex, and then some sort of cleans in the workout. And then I wanted to train again at lunch. And I thought, if I do it, I could either do it today or I'll do it Thursday. And Thursday, there was a workout with deadlifts in it. And I thought, well, that's probably not going to be a good idea either. So I might as well do it today. And she did not come up. Did I have enough
cleans
energy?
Aren't really very similar to deadlifts.
Yeah, that 5-hour gap wasn't quite enough to completely.
Yeah, maybe you got away with it in the evening. But the problem is, I think when it's strength-based followed by strength-based, it doesn't really work, does it? I think you can do endurance-based followed by strength-based, or strength-based followed by endurance-based. It's probably the better way around to do it.
Yeah.
But doing a bunch of things that are basically an explosive deadlift followed by an explosive deadlift followed by an actual explosive deadlift. Probably not.
You've got to test it, haven't you?
Yeah, now you know.
Exactly.
Now you know. I had an all right week of training. It's all still even more reppy than it was before. That's good.
Yeah.
I don't feel beaten up yet, so that's cool. It does ramp up quite fast. I remember this from that first loop I did through it. I was thinking, oh yeah, it's pretty easy. And then the next one I was like, oh,
Juggernaut AI again.
Juggernaut AI, but it's the power building one.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it's still a similar layout. You've still got the big powerlifting type lifts to start off with on most of the days, but there's a few less sets, and then there's lots of other a bit lighter, more repetition type stuff, which is good at the moment because I'm doing for my leg, like the single leg stuff with dumbbells and single leg like lunges. We talked a little bit about it before, didn't we? So I'm doing lunges, single leg deadlifts, banded good mornings just for lots and lots of reps, and then pull throughs with the band for lots of reps. And at the start, it's normally like squat and deadlift, and then the other way around, deadlift then squat, and then a bench day, and then a day with an overhead press. So it's all the same stuff, really, just a little bit of a different frequency of the assistance work. So there's just much more assistance stuff. It's okay, feeling pretty good. And then I've been able to get out in the middle of the day as well to go and do some conditioning stuff. So I was messing around with those bars, and I tried a little
spider
run
monkey
the other day. That was cool, man. I really was surprised with that. So I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that. So I saw guys a few times jumping from one to the other. I thought, man, that looks really cool. And I was thinking about what we were talking about when we were at primary school and playing around on those bars. I was thinking,
Yeah,
I really like to do that.
I really want to rip every callus off my hand.
Yeah, and that one, I thought, I'll try. And in the middle of the week, I did it and got one. And I was like, well, that felt pretty good. And then I got another one. That was cool. And then can swing along the monkey bars, like going sort of 3 at a time with some proper momentum. It's quite nice. But the other evening when I did it, it was absolutely lashing it down with rain. So I couldn't really do anything. But maybe tomorrow. Well, tomorrow I've got to train again, the normal stuff. So tomorrow I won't do anything, but maybe. Oh yeah, tomorrow I've got to train in the morning and then I've got to go to jujitsu in the evening.
Jujitsu.
Jujitsu.
It's so funny, man. Like, because you're going to be doing stuff that you haven't done in ages. It'll be interesting to see how you feel for the next couple of days after, depending on what you do in the session. Because if you actually get to roll with someone, it's just constant pushing and pulling all the time. It's constant. Yeah, it's mad. That's so good.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty weird.
And it's a good old brain game as well. That's what I like, because you just got to think the whole time. You're like,
yeah, and try and stay calm and just work through your position and stuff. But I've signed up for the trial training, because I think they sort of have like a first class where you just go and see.
Yeah.
Because the guy is really quite high level, the instructor. I think he's not sure he's definitely won brown belt competition. I think he might have won European gi competition. Yeah. And he's a black belt now and has been for a little while, I think. So pretty high level guy. And even if you're at brown belt level on it. So that should be cool. But it's like a trial training. And then I think they do sort of blocks of trial trainings, and then they do like a basic course.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just start with that, because I know so little of that, to be honest. Only the MMA related stuff.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. Pretty excited.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Good.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
We need to get some GBA, BJJ, GIs.
MMA.
It's in Matt Vincent is doing rash guards and rash guards.
Yeah,
monkeys,
I saw some of this.
It's pretty cool. And this new logo, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. And I guess it'll be with other beginners. So I'm not sure if I'm cheating or not really. Oh, I'm interested though to see, because I think when I was training before, I'd been training a lot of weight. It's probably the heaviest I ever was, when it was like 87 kilos or whatever I was. And just about, that would have been the strongest I'd ever been, I think. And I remember going training and just getting hammered at Neil's place by everybody. This didn't really work, did it? I'm like super strong, but everybody is just beating.
Get a hold of anyone.
It's out of me, just hammering me. So now I lost weight, and got all the way down to 70 kilos. And now I'm somewhere in between, but completely smashed to pieces in comparison.
And 15 years older.
I'm 15 years older, yes. So this is going to be pretty interesting. Going to be super interesting. Maybe. Let's see. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if the beginner course thing starts like the next week, or I don't know how it works. Or how many people will be there? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Because this is like literally the fourth day they're open again, I suppose. Because if everything opened up on Wednesday, and then this is the first of the trial trainers to come back. Because I said like a couple of months ago, I was like, I need to start doing something. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought,
you didn't have enough to do. Didn't have enough going on.
Yeah, I didn't have enough going on. But I think it's really important. It's really important to do something like that and just keep those types of skills topped up. Yes, you never really know, do you, when you might need to slam someone on their head.
Leg lock someone.
Just murderize somebody. So yeah, that should be pretty sweet. And I think they do a bit of MMA as well. I think those guys train as well, but not there. So I'm not really sure where that is. But we'll start with a bit of that and then see how it goes. That'll be sweet. Jumping pull-ups were cool. I wanted to try some new things tomorrow with that, but tomorrow I've got to go to get the test for this class, and that'll take like I couldn't get one apart from sort of 30 minutes from here, and then I've got to go 30 minutes back to the class. That'd be a bit of a mess in the afternoon, evening. Trying to sort that out.
You got to pay for the test?
No, it's pretty cool actually here. You just book it online, and there's loads of different places you can go. There's one literally 5 minutes from mine.
Yeah.
You just book it, and normally there's enough space about it because tomorrow's bank holiday here.
Okay.
So nothing is open. So I got a test, but it's like way out somewhere else. Actually, like just a little village I wanted to go and see. There's loads of big lakes around here, and it's right near like one of the massive lakes.
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty cool to go and see. Yeah, went for a little ride around. I'll go for a little ride around here. What else I've been to get like got obsessed with we were saying last week about you researching stuff. And I'm trying to find a van at the moment. Because like now everything's open, I'm like all of a sudden like without a proper vehicle to go and do stuff with, like to go and ride motocross or to go and ride with a mountain bike or go snowboarding, because there's still mountains open. Like one mountain is still open. So I've just been doing the full research thing on vans, and then I was like researching vans, and then I got into campers, and I was just like, oh my god! And then I was watching like how to carpet the inside of your van, which I don't even have. Yeah. And then like how to do. What else was it? How to make a fold-up bed. I'm like, that'd be pretty sick. I'll make a fold-up bed. And I don't even have a van yet.
And then 4 weeks later, you're on the wait list for a van that doesn't exist. You're 45k in the hole.
45k, man. More like 100k. These vans are insane. It's like absolutely insane prices. Ridiculous Volkswagen ones.
Yeah.
You're looking at for a proper one. If you buy one from them, knocking on the door of 100,000 euros. Insane.
What, like a kitted out one, or just as?
Yeah, a kitted out one. Yeah,
they're
called like California. They're really, really nice. Just really, really expensive.
Just get a Transit. Same.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get. Yeah, I'm gonna get probably. You never saw my
Transit. A Transit with a mattress in the back.
Yeah, man. That's what I did before. Just Transit with an air mattress. It's close enough. Throw that in there. Still put the bikes in.
A little disposable barbecue. Be well away.
Happy days. Yeah, easy enough. So I probably will actually do something like that. Found a couple of different ones. Yeah, cool. Slide the old bike. They make pretty cool little beds there, like beds on slats, and the slats sort of fit together like this. If you imagine that's laying down, so it makes like one bench, and then it's got two uprights. So you've got like one upright here and one here, and then this bit slides out and takes the rest of the slats with it, and makes like a double bed. It's pretty cool. So I've always fancied trying to do one. So that's another thing to put on my list.
Yeah.
Of stuff to do.
Cool.
It's cool if you go mountain biking or whatever, you can stay overnight then. Do some riding.
Get a little hoe garden.
Yeah, get a little hoe garden on.
Get a little generator on the go.
Hoe garden.
Get your schnitzel.
Yeah, get a bit of that in there. Get a bit of boiled sausage. You're into that. I haven't done any cooking. No interesting cooking.
No. Speaking of cooking, one of my friends is doing this thing with food waste, and every Wednesday they go over to Tesco. Other supermarkets are available, but not this one. And they sign up for this app thing, and they collect all the food that's going to go out of date after like charities have been in and all that kind of stuff. So whatever's left.
And there's even more left over after all the charities have been in. Whatever's he collected.
And then he uploads them all onto an app, and you request the food that he puts on the app. So you go, I'll have this, I'll have that, I'll have this. And it's just to stop it going to waste. So they're just going to bin it. It's going to go in whatever, go in landfill, whatever. So yeah, so we've had, he had last week he had 56 cartons of eggs, and like
there's a lot of eggs.
Like 20 packs of rolls, like there's veg, there's
fried egg sandwich,
meats, there's just all sorts. So yeah, so he's like uploading this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take that, and he brings it.
But what? Take that, and you have to pay for it, or what?
Nope, just free.
So why is he doing that?
Free food? Because it improves the environment somehow. It basically saves all this food going to waste.
The charities have already taken all their stuff.
Yeah,
they don't like eggs.
there's just still eggs left over.
It's a lot of eggs.
But if you imagine all the food that just gets bins. Like I was talking to,
well, yeah, because it's a huge volume of food, I guess, that goes in, and they don't get it exactly right, I suppose, do they?
Another person I was chatting to about it. They worked in Morrison's, another supermarket, and they said one job they had to do one day was at the end of the day pour something like 12 of the big like jugs of milk just down the sink. They're just like empty all the, because they couldn't sell them. So it's just at the end of the day there was 12 giant jugs of milk, and they just sat there just pouring it, just thinking this is just such a waste, a waste of food. So yeah, so we've had like bread and eggs and avocados and all sorts. So it's pretty cool. And then the stuff that they don't then get rid of, so the stuff that
Jesus Christ, well, there's more. So after all the charities have gone up, he's gone and that, and he's tried to give it.
He's got one, and people have taken it and said that and then he takes it to the gym, and then like people just pick it up if they want. If they want something from the gym, they pick it up. And then whatever's left over. Oh God, sorry, my Zoom thing. There you go. Whatever's left over, they take to their friend who owns some pigs, and she feeds it to their pigs. Because otherwise it would just go in the bin.
Pretty good.
But they sent me through this food waste and how it impacts the environment and stuff, and that's the reason why they're doing it. So that's cool. But I was like feeling bad. I was like going, I'll have that. And I was like, I don't really
need to pay for this. No? But can you not give a donation or something to, and then they give that to charity or?
No. It's just like, and this app is called Olio, and you just basically list stuff that you don't want anymore just for free.
Because it exists in Spain, but I'm pretty sure in Spain, actually what it is the supermarkets do it. And what you get is like a lottery box or something like that. And you say like, I'll have a box, and it's €5. All the boxes are €5. And then you don't know what it is. It just turns up, but it's more than €5 worth of stuff. Yeah. But then they make a bit of toot from it.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I wonder if they do that here. I'm going to make a note.
That was a whole new new experience.
Next to the foldable rack note.
So I've got a freezer full of bread now.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, it's pretty mad, isn't it? Because doesn't it actually, like it says, best before or?
Oh yeah, we did a sniff test for sure.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Just give it a little sniff.
Yeah, you can go a good few days on eggs, can't you? For sure, especially if they kept them in the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a bit of a debate about whether you keep them in the fridge or keep them non in the fridge, and same with vegetables, stuff like that.
Apparently, what's the debate?
Well, they last longer out of the fridge. And I'm like, well, why does it say keep refrigerated on the pack?
I don't think it would last longer out of the fridge, would it?
Don't know. Then the eggs aren't in the fridge in the supermarket in the first place.
They are here.
Are they?
Not in all of them.
Crazy Australian bastards. Fucking egg refrigerating maniacs. So yeah. So that's something. That's a new thing. And what else is new? Murph is coming up. Murph.
Tony was saying to me the other day, because I go down to the bars and at lunchtime we do a little circuit, like a little Ross type circuit. So the first day we did one of my like standard ones. So it was, what did I do with him? We did jump rope, push-ups, burpees, squats. Then second day we did pull-ups, push-ups, burpees, jumping jacks. And then at the end of that, he said, yeah, it's going pretty well, because I used to train quite a bit and now I'm doing these push-ups, and now I might get my pull-ups back up to 12, and then probably soon I'm going to do a Murph, probably just a Murph every other day.
Yeah, every other.
What?
Why not?
Mate, I don't think I said, don't worry about trying to do a Murph every other day. So, well, not exactly an actual Murph. Yeah. Nothing like an actual Murph. Just
go for a little run.
Anyway, little run, do a few push-ups, do a few push-ups. So I was telling him like how the first time I did it, it basically ruined my elbows still hurt from that. I think just completely destroyed them with the vest on. So make sure you're ready.
Yeah, prep.
Make sure you're conditioned for it.
Build up.
When it is 5th, I thought it was 15th, no, Memorial Day. Maybe it's today.
I don't know. They're doing it on, so it's Sunday today. They're doing it next Sunday.
Okay. It's the last Sunday in May then.
Yeah, which I'm a bit bummed out again because my knee, but never mind. At least don't have to do Murph.
You could do it to a box.
Yeah. What's the point?
Better than doing nothing.
Yeah, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, it depends. If you do something else that's more useful for your knee on the same day instead of doing that, then you.
I get splinters in my bot.
In your bot.
But it is deload week as well, so that's obviously the best time to do a Murph. That's when it's your mental hero watch.
Do not do try it. Just for me, try
deload.
An actual deload.
I was going to try the deadlift session again and get that 170 up. So I thought, I'm not having that.
Yeah, but don't see the point. But that won't be hanging over you when you go into the next one fresh and you go through a proper cycle of 4 weeks. And when you get to the next one at 170 of your next 1 week in 4 weeks' time after your deload, then you will get 170. No problem. 170 is more than 170. It was 178, no? It wasn't 170.
178,
Yeah, I was going to say, come on. I could put 170 now.
Don't. That was annoying.
Gonna have to go and prove.
You don't go from 168 for 5 to a 178 for none.
Yeah, for 0.
Bullshit. Utter bullshit.
Well,
raging.
This is all of this managing stress thing, isn't it? If you are doing lots of conditioning with that stuff in, and then you're not really recovering.
Yeah, so I half thought maybe I sabotaged myself, a little bit of self-sabotage, like on purpose, because I was getting scared of the weight.
Could be. Yeah, you're not too bad with the overthinking thing, are you, anymore? But you used to be pretty bad at that. You used to have a bit of an issue with the weights. But now I know what you mean, though, because when you get up there to those numbers again, you start thinking, am I going to get
about this time last time is when everything went pop.
Yeah.
And then I started getting a bit skittish.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, well, maybe it's better to not pull this thing off the floor. So I don't know. That might have been there somewhere. But I did have to hype myself up for it as well. And the video that I posted was the second attempt.
Ooh.
But not like second attempt, like I'm going to walk away and have a think about it and go to the toilet and come back. It was like, right, I'm going to pull this. And I pulled it and it didn't move. And I thought, fuck. So then I stepped away, took like 20 seconds and then went back again and pulled it again. Because I thought, right, this is moving. So, and it didn't. So there you go.
You need to give yourself a chance to do it, don't you? Basically.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna, like, I can't do it. I don't know how you could do that, because you used to do that. And you used to do like try it and miss it and try it and miss it and try it and miss it, and then on like your 4th try, you'd get it. Like,
yeah, well, then you get a feel for it. Then
if I try and I miss it, man, it's like no, that's not moving. If I try and I miss that, not happening. But I haven't put anything heavy for a long time now. So
I also got when the hyper came, so just thinking about that deadlift, when the hyper came, I purchased a smaller Rogue nylon belt, because the belt that I have is a medium. It's not the one I use for my heavy deadlifts. It's just stuff I use for a little bit of support when I'm doing conditioning stuff. And it's too big, so I have to, it like folds over, so it wraps, and then when I pull it tight, there's a tiny bit of Velcro holding it on, so that always gives way. So when I was saying the other week, like I was in the middle of a deadlift workout and the belt came undone, it's because of that. It's because no Velcro.
Wow, that's horrible.
So then I got a small, and the small, there's a gap like between the ends of the belt like that. So like either side of my belly button effectively has got no belt in front of it. It's just got the thing, and that's
probably exactly where you want it.
That's messed me up. But that's apparently that should, for those types of belts, you should have a little gap there.
No, why?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
But it's not like it's got the other part of the belt. It's got the actual strap that you pull, but it's just, it doesn't fully join there. And I was like, well, the medium is far too big, and the small doesn't quite join. So I'm like, well, I don't really know what's the best.
Does that work? You should
yeah,
have basically
so
like
now,
360 support, shouldn't you?
that's what I
Basically,
thought.
because the pressure split. If you read up about it, I think Kabuki have some good articles about it.
Yeah.
It's basically like a 360 pressure, isn't it, going all the way around? So if you imagine if you had a bottle with 360 pressure, and then there's a weak point in the bottle, the weak point blows out, doesn't it? Which is basically what you've got there, where there's nothing to cover it.
Well, there is the actual, strap, the bit that you put through and you pull round. That is, it's not like there's nothing there. It's just like the actual bit of padded belt doesn't meet. Whereas I'm used to wearing powerlifting belts, which are massive, thick leather belts, which wrap all the way around, and then you buckle yourself in, and you can just blow your ass out of them.
Buttercup.
But yeah, that doesn't do that. And I was like, oh, it's interesting. This is different, and I don't like different.
Yeah, different's not cool, is it?
No, especially not when you're loading up nearly 150 kilo squat. You're like, well, this is different. No, this is not going to be different. Where's my other belt? Give me my other belt. No, all my innards just to come squirting out of my belly button as I try and squat this thing. Yeah, I got I got a bit starry-eyed on the one before, which was 133 for 3. I got the old sparks coming out. I was like,
sparkers.
All right, let's do this. Let's load this bitch up.
In a long way from anything like that at the moment. Like I'm on the 10s at 70, I think. Maybe not even 70, and that feels grim.
Yeah,
with my wonky leg.
I just really would love to get off this box and see what's what. Because I'm doing.
How does it feel?
I'm doing 117s for 3 sets of 8, like at the end of the workout.
Yeah,
which is quite a lot.
It's good
for me anyway. But yeah, it doesn't feel great. I tried using a patella strap on it because I got one a while ago, and I was wearing it. I think last week I was wearing it, and then I think I might have like taken it off for the last set because I didn't want it to feel weird and didn't want to be aware of it on my leg. And oh my god, my leg! It was just like it was the worst it's ever felt.
Oh no!
When I took it off and tried squatting, I was like, oh no. This is bad.
Oh no!
This is bad. No. So I don't know whether putting it on helped it, and then I took it off at the wrong time. I should have just left it on for the whole thing, or not. Because Eddie Hall wears them for his knees. Not that I'm squatting at Eddie Hall weight, but if you see him when he squats and stuff, he has those patella straps on.
Right. And what does it do?
It just puts a little bit of pressure on your patella. But
just trying to hold your patella in place.
Yeah, trying to stop your kneecap from
blowing off
and blowing about. Yeah, but
I just don't really like using any of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Belt at a push. Have I got sleeves? Yeah, I've got some sleeves, haven't I?
I don't wear sleeves for my powerlifting stuff.
You used to, didn't you?
Yeah, but then I felt like once I then took it, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like, oh, I can do a belt. That's right. I've got your sleeves on. We got lifters. Just think, well, you're better off not, aren't you? You're stronger if you don't have that stuff. Like if you can squat with that without the belt, then don't do it with the belt. If you can squat without the sleeves, don't do it with the sleeves because it's.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a.
But then if it hurts to do it without it, then you'd be stupid.
Because it takes longer then to get to the weight. So if you're a bit impatient, then that doesn't really work for you. And it does make a big difference, doesn't it, when you squat with or for me, the difference with and without a belt is insane.
Yeah.
But I think that basically then highlights that I've got a weak core
brace.
Like my weak brace, and that I can't hold position. But probably because I lifted for a long, long time with a belt.
Yeah.
And then I stopped for deadlifting, and then I started doing just overhand as well, because then you smash me at overhand. So I was like, God, getting smashed over, because I only lifted mixed on deadlift for like 10 years or whatever it was. Yeah, I think that messed up my elbow as well. So
I think mixed grip is what makes my lat feel tweaky, because that's been tweaked.
But do you mix and mix?
Week.
Do you like over, under, and over?
No, I only go one way, but I only do it when I can't hold on to the thing. So it'll be like,
you do a load of overhand, and then you.
Yeah, I do overhand until I'm like, I can't hold on to this anymore, and that's normally getting up there into the like 130, 140, something like that. And then I'm like, well, I can't. I'm going to drop it if I go up the top. So, and I don't want to drop it.
Yeah, I mix. I like mix my mix. But I've got, because this hand is messed up, because this one doesn't really grip very well.
Yeah. And I'll always do my first set last. I'll always do my assistant stuff, double overhand, and with no belt as much as I possibly can. But that's getting heavy now. That was 140. Wow. 3 sets of 8.
Yeah. It's like my actual top set probably isn't anywhere close to that. Which is a bit annoying.
I'll try and do that. I'll try and hold on to that. I think that's the roughest. That's the roughest bit of my whole week, is that deadlift.
Yeah,
set last.
That's nasty.
Coming back off doing a big top set and then going, right, now I've got to do 8.
Yeah.
I've got to do 3 sets of 8 of this, and it's just I can feel my central nervous system just going, stop, don't do it.
Please stop.
Don't stop.
But like the heavier they get, the more you're going to need this deload.
Yeah.
So really go for a proper deload, dude. See how you might just destroy the next one, then might. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Try it and see. But obviously as well, depending on what you're doing with all your conditioning and stuff like that, you've not really got a fixed reference to compare back to, have you? Because you're never going to be doing the same stuff going up to your next ones weekly, are you, to work out what's going on. But such is life.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I want to get a bit faster now. Like I've done a lot of just slow, steady chugging along for the last year. And now I'd like to get a little bit more confident in like sprint work. And I hate sprint work. I hate going fast. That's why I decided in my brain that I need to go and do it now.
Do you mean sprint work as in sprinting on your feet, or do you mean
just like
moving quickly?
Yeah, moving quickly.
Like short intervals and stuff like that.
Sprint intervals. Yeah. Sprintervals.
It's harder work though to recover from.
They're disgusting. They're the devil.
Because the intensity is high then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you need to balance that with the rest of your training. But it's good though, because that one should, depending on how you set it all up, could help you get stronger anyway. So if you sprint, it's really good for your hamstrings, for example, isn't it? Sprinting in general.
I don't need it for that now. I've got the hyper.
Oh yeah, because you've got the turbo.
I'm gonna have it. My back is going to be bigger than my front.
Bulletproof back.
Yeah.
Old school. Yes, that'd be cool. And then just sprint stuff in general. If you set it up right and do short ones, you can get stronger with that instead of building endurance. And that might all go in the pot and help with your powerlifting if you can balance it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try and do just work through this Ross 50-day thing again, the classic, in the lunchtime sessions, but I'm going to end up with probably too much stuff now, way too much, because I'll be doing juggernaut in the morning, then something in the lunchtime, and then I need to work out if I like the jujitsu, how many days to do that. Maybe just a couple, 2 or 3. I could do like 2 or 3 days of that, and then the other days, on the days I do that, I won't do the lunchtime stuff, and I'll keep the juggernaut in the morning. So I just want to keep that really consistent until October.
Get any little photos or something from the jujitsu, so you can get a little.
Yeah, have a look. Yeah, let's see. I don't know about footage because it probably won't be up for that, but I'll certainly
take a selfie as you're getting choked out.
Yeah, as I'm passing out. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. One for the gram. Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah. Speaking of Instagram, everything I post turns to shit right now. Yeah. I can't catch a break. Can't catch a break on there. Everything I post, I'm like, oh yeah, this will be good. I post it. It's like, no. Oh, this might be quite good. Post it.
Dying on its ass. Have to rethink, dude. We have to do a little GBA board meeting rethink of things. Yeah.
I think it's because the stuff we're doing is boring because we're just consistently
consistently doing the same stuff.
We haven't set anything on fire or done any crazy tricks.
That's reality, isn't it?
Or stunts.
The hardest thing is just to keep chipping away at the same thing.
Yeah,
that's what we know. So people don't like reality. Well, That's what you got. This is reality. Oh, we're mixing up a little bit. If you're going to start doing some sprint stuff, I'll start doing a little bit of jujitsu. But I'm probably going to be in a month's time, hopefully. I'll race the motocross bike. All the parts turned up this week, apart from the left-hand side of the subframe. So the bike went back together, the sort of dry run, putting it back together today. That's pretty cool. So hopefully this week coming, I'll get the rest of it back together. And then if I get all my training done in the week and the conditioning and the jiu-jitsu, then I can go ride at the weekend on Saturday and Sunday and see.
Smash yourself again.
That'll be my first time back, yeah. So
no smashing.
Control. No smashing. That'll be good.
Don't let anybody tell you that you were looking fast.
Yeah, don't let anybody say, oh, yeah,
I should make you a t-shirt that says, don't tell me I look fast.
Don't tell me I'm fast. Yeah, do one. That'd be cool. With that on it. I got a few ideas for shirts. We need to start getting.
Does anyone do a shirt that just says on the pipe, apart from like crack addicts? OTP. Maybe.
It's pretty old school, isn't it? On the pipe and also on the cam. On the cam is quite good for two-stroke because it doesn't have any cams. So that's a bit of a two-stroke joke. On the pipe. Let's have a look. I'll look now.
Yeah.
On the pipe.
Well, I'm doing a few custom bits for some people. Like some cool. I got some crazy green vinyl, like the greenest green, like this sort of green up here. For
that'll go well on black.
For JP. Like well, yeah, we thought about black, but he wanted it on charcoal. So like the color you've got on, he wanted green, a nice charcoal.
How did that come out?
Signature.
Have you done it already?
No.
Oh, what signature one?
Yeah, signature across the top.
On
and then
the
I've got some.
Shirt,
I've got some nice bright colors to do some bright stuff with. I've got some nice greens and blues.
Yeah.
See if anybody's into some summer vibes.
There is some on the pipe stuff, but
I don't know what artwork to put on it yet. I've not decided.
I'm quite into the signature one at the moment. But
yeah, I like the signature one.
I've got a few little on the pipe crew.
Just need a few thousand other people to be into it, really.
There are some.
So if you're watching this,
pipes, but they're not very good. Yeah. Throw us a bone,
would you?
Yeah, man. Get money. Jeez.
Doing this for my
good.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for my health.
So yeah, I've got a few bits to get done this week. I've got a couple of cool little special requests and some other bits and pieces for some surprises for people, which is good.
Barbell rack should still be coming at some point. We're having a bit of an issue with trying to get some like actual logo or some text or something cut into it because the space on the back isn't very big.
Yeah.
So I asked John if we could get a little garage logo cut into it because I couldn't get the signature script into the back of it. It's too big.
Yeah.
So I asked him if he could try and do the garage in the back. We'll see. That'd be pretty cool because then see if I don't know if you don't need it because you've got yours on the wall, then I'll put it over here in there.
Yeah, there's not because my garage isn't very high. There's not really. If I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, it's got to go vertical, isn't it?
Hook it in. Yeah, there's not much point unless he made two like J hooks basically. I've just got mine on hooks on the wall. But, I don't need them. I've got some hooks off Amazon.
Yeah, I think if you put it on the wall like that, it would be quite awkward to balance it.
Yeah, mine's wonky.
Yeah. But hopefully,
because I went with brickwork, and the brickwork's wonky.
The whole house is wonky.
Yeah, the whole house is wonky. That was one thing I was going to mention before we stop. When you put your garage gym together in the new garage, just make sure you know which way the floor slopes. Because I was obviously had my rack on the side, and obviously the garage slopes towards the garage door.
So
I was on the piss
going
for
around in circles.
A few years, yeah. A few years of pulling on the wonk and pushing on the wonk.
I haven't really got a lot of options, to be honest. I've only really got the back wall.
Well, you'd think, like normally in the UK, garages
should run out of the door. Yeah. So,
but I watched a YouTube video with Matt Chan, who's a CrossFit original dude, and he was building a garage gym, and he forgot to think about that, and he put his folding racks on the side of his garage, and then he had to build like a platform because the floor was a slope.
You squared the platform.
But if you know how to do that, I suppose it's not so much a big deal. But
I don't think it's super hard, is it? I think there's lots of choice. Just time, isn't it? A lot of it's not normally that difficult to actually build it, but you need the tools, and you got to go and get the stuff, and you got to have the time.
And considering the majority of my tool set is made up of free tools that I get with stuff like air bikes,
4,000 IKEA 5-minute Allen.
Yeah, I've got the same Allen key
Harrison's
20
Fisher
times
Price
over.
toy set.
Yeah, pretty much. Cool.
Make one gigantic Allen key. Maybe you could like bundle them all together and make a 25-minute Allen key.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
I've seen some pretty crazy innovations in the world of spanners and Allen keys on
the world of tools
on Facebook. But
I haven't got any stuff either. I haven't got any like woodworking tools or takes up a load of space on.
Right.
Which I don't have.
I need to wrap it up because it's 11 o'clock your time.
Oh my God, I've already failed.
You should be in bed.
A massive fail.
But what I will say is, for anybody listening and you made it this far, thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and all that kind of jazz. We're up to like 110 plays or something on the audio podcasts across them all. So we're just chipping away. At least 10 people are listening, at least. Yeah. Or the same person listens 10 times.
I think that's it. I think it's Mum. Thanks, Mum.
So yeah. So thanks for that. Head on over to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm going to start pumping stuff at the end of this. Subscribe, share.
Like Jocko.
Buy something.
Don't forget
share
to go
the word.
And look at some shirts. Yeah. Do you need a flag? Anyone want a hat? Can't have it on
YouTube. Where's my flag? There's a flag. Buy some of this.
Yeah.
Buy some of that.
Lock shirt. Can't have this. These are special.
Yeah.
None left.
Yeah. Don't do those anymore.
You missed out.
Orange. Cool.
Great success. All right.
I'll catch you later on.
Yeah.
Bye.